What's up everybody, it's Jarod with Legacy Outdoors Family Adventures. We just recently finished the install of our deck system on our first gen Tundra. It's not something they actually make for this truck, so I've had quite a few people reach out to me wanting to know exactly what we did and how we did it, which deck system we used, so I thought I'd make a quick video so that way I could share that with some of you all. If you're watching this video and you don't have a first gen, but you're wanting to get a deck system and they don't make one for your vehicle either, you can probably use some of these same tools and the way that I did it to make it work for your vehicle as well. Can't guarantee that, but it might help you out. So appreciate you watching, and hopefully this will be helpful for you. All right, so before we get started, if you've never been to our channel before, first I just want to say thanks for stopping by and watching this video. Also, if you wouldn't mind, please hit that like and subscribe button so you can help us grow our channel, and we'll go ahead and get started. So first thing is we purchased our deck system used. So it came with in multiple pieces, this top piece, the drawers, and then there is a center portion right here, and they all kind of fold together. If you purchase one brand new, it's going to come in a lot of pieces, and I would highly suggest that you watch the video that Decked Systems put together on how to put one together. So this one is out of a 2017 to 2019 Ford F-250, and I know that a lot of people are going to think there's no way that a deck system for an F-250 will fit in the back of a first-gen Tundra. This is a 2006 double cab, and the beds on these are actually pretty large. You want to make sure that you get the one that's for the 6-foot 9-inch bed on the F-250, and not the 8-foot bed. If there is a different one, I'm not completely sure on that. I've seen people suggest the Chevy or the Dodge, and I've seen other pictures before where it looked like people had to cut through the ammo cans and compromise the support system that's part of the ammo can, and we didn't have to do that with this one. So my recommendation is to use the F-250 version for the 2017 to 2019 because that's what we used. Alright, so now we're going to cover some of the tools that I used to be able to install this into the Tundra. First thing you're going to need is a tape measure. The next one, and this is a biggie, is a contour tool. This, and I'll show you how it works, you're able to get the contour of something so then you can come and trace it out on the surface, and then you'll be able to cut it. I've heard of people using cardboard and different patterns and just making cuts. For this to fit the way that I made it fit, I made very, very small and fine cuts, so that way I wanted to try to get this in here without compromising the ammo cans. That was my goal, and I was able to do that. The next one, and this is probably my biggest advice that I would give to anybody on this project. This is an oscillating saw. You could use a sawzall, you could use a circular saw, you could use an angle grinder with a blade on it, but this right here is what I used. If you've never used one before, you can pick them up for anywhere from $150 to $300. And then this blade right here, which it's a little bit wider than some of the other ones. I actually got the blade from Harbor Freight, and this DeWalt that came as part of a set from Lowe's. You can get them from Home Depot or any of the box stores. You can order them online as well. So I can't recommend this tool right here enough. This allowed me to make some of the weird cuts, get down into certain angles, and just shave little layer by little layer off as I did it. So this tool and this tool are probably the two biggest pieces that made what I was doing successful. Okay, so I've got the camera turned around back towards me now so I can show you kind of on the actual decked box what I did. So I put half of it in there. The drawers were out. I had this side in first. This little panel right here wasn't here, but this side with the center support bridge, I didn't have it screwed in. I just had it set on there. And what I did is I would just take this and slide it up towards the side of the bed. And with the contour gauge like this, I just went along the edge and I'd push the contour in there like that, pull it back, and then trace that along the edge and started making my cuts. And I did that on this corner until I got that corner in there as much as I could. Then I had to go down and trim some of the pieces along the side, and then I did the same thing into the back corner, and I just kept making those small trims along this edge and down the side of the ammo can until I could get the center of this piece here. You can see it better when it doesn't have this decked plate here on the front with a cool little bottle opener. But I found the center of the bed with my tape measure, and then looking up from the top of the bed, that way I could line up this seam in the middle of this center bridge to the center. So once I got that side over to where I felt was pretty much dead in the center, I pulled this side out, and then I started on the left side. And again, I just used this center bridge piece and this right here, same thing, contour edge, making my marks, cutting it with the oscillating saw, and trim the sides, and then same thing with the corner. Once I got it in there, I put this side in, was able to get this side and drop it in. You have to take off these wheels to get the drawers in. I didn't know that, so I spent some time messing around with it, trying to figure out how to get those drawers in there. I went and watched one of the videos from DECKED. They've got some great videos on their system. So then I was able to take those wheels off, get the drawer put in there, and then button it all down. Now, another thing about trimming it and getting it to fit the way that I did is, I want to show you, I don't actually have the sides anchored in. It's got some hooks, which that also brings up another thing. Our trucks, and you can see the screw right here, have a tie-down hook right there, and I took it off. I have the intentions of re-tapping it down here and anchoring it, but I don't feel like I really need to at this time, because if you look at this, you can't move this thing. It is wedged in there, and we live on a gravel road. It's bumpy, and this thing doesn't squeak, it doesn't rattle. It's in there like a glove. So I'm really happy with it. We've got the tie down rails on there and the little pieces that go in it. It's going to be great for keeping our gear stored in here, so we can just load up and go on our trips. Once we get our rack put on top with of the Lear shell with our tent, this will be another sleeping platform back here, as well as we can still store stuff back there. So I looked at a lot of different drawer systems, and they range in prices from pretty close to DECKED to thousands of dollars. And then of course you always have the ability to build one for yourself, but I chose not to go that route. One, just because of weight, cost, and time, and durability. This is an extremely durable product. 2,200 pounds. I know I'm not going to be able to build a wooden system that's going to be rated for the same amount. So we chose the DECKED system. We went with the F250 because DECKED had suggested that in somebody else's post, and we went with it, and I'm glad we did, because as you can see with these corners, it fits like an absolute glove. So I hope that this video has helped you guys. If you have any other questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Again, thanks for watching the video. Thanks for checking out our channel. Go ahead and look at some of the other videos that we have. We're going to be posting a lot more here lately. We're slowly working on getting some of our trips from last year and some of the other things we're doing edited, and we'll get them put out there. So give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and keep track of what we're doing. All right, thanks for watching.